store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Eagles at 13-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go now.
Another run here with Sanders. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. It's caught. Smith. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
19-18.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Lance finding Kittle, 1st down San Francisco. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First down, here's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Sanders. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On the move past the 40. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
On the jump. Hurry, 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 hurry.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Another run with Sanders. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be first down Eagles.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting?
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And Lance now to throw. Running the slant, and he finds Mitchell.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Mitchell going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Once more with Mitchell.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
They'll roll him out right.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
104 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. And I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the 45 on 2nd down.
Hurts. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 38, Lance.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Rig alert, rig alert. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Lance.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Come on, set. 50
Lance back to throw.
This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That will tie the game.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at in the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Charles,
as you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Well, things started off exciting this one. Had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.